Ciao everyone, it's Alyssa coming at you with another slow fashion video. This week, talking about scarves and how to tie them and wear them with different coats and shirts and all that jazz. I debated talking about this because there are so many videos already on YouTube on this subject, but the way I thought I would approach it is that I'm just gonna take 3 styles of scarves and show kind of, in my opinion, the go-to, easiest, and most classic, elegant ways to wear them, because I think a lot of us don't have a lot of time. A scarf is the last thing you're putting on when you're running out the door, right? Or it's that piece that you're like, oh, this is gonna do something, but not quite sure what. So I wanna make it easy. We'll go through them really easily. The first scarf that we're gonna talk about is the classic rectangle scarf. Then we're going to talk about the crazy, always too much of it, blanket scarf. Anything that works for this kind of medium heavyweight blanket scarf will also work for your lighter weight blanket scarf. And finally, I wanted to talk about silk scarves very quickly because I think silk scarves are often something, again, that maybe we had passed down to us or that we found at a really fun thrifted or vintage shop, and we just don't know how to wear them in a way that makes it look a little bit more casual and day-to-day. And that's where we're at. So if you're new, welcome. Every week I talk about slow fashion with a heavy focus on the principles of minimalism. So using and loving what you already have and making smart shopping decisions so that you can create a closet full of pieces that you actually love and wear. So if that sounds like your jam, hit subscribe below. I post every Sunday. And for those of you who are coming back, big hello to you. Thank you so much for watching and joining me every week, or whenever you can. Let's jump right in. Scarves. All right, so your rectangle scarf. I'm sure most of you have one of these in your closet. I have this one here from a lovely company called Ovkyo. It was started by engineers who wanted to create a thoughtfully made luxury product. And this was actually sent to me. It's 100% cashmere, comes from Inner Mongolia from the Batu Jagu farm. So I like that they know exactly which farm their cashmere is coming from. They have a very close relationship with their farmers. So I've been wearing this quite recently. It's cashmere, so it's super soft and super warm. So far, I'm really liking it. I like that it has the fringe at the bottom. I don't own a scarf that has this nice fringe detail. All that to say, with this beautiful rectangular scarf, the first thing you want to do is make it a little bit more manageable. So I fold it once in half. I find kind of the midway point, and I just create a loop on one side here and do this. This doesn't leave a lot of material hanging, and I often find this looks really awkward on its own. So what I find, this type of single knot looks best when you know you're going to be wearing your jacket closed, because it keeps you nice and warm at the neck, but it fills this big gap here in your coat. Another way to tie your rectangular scarf, especially if you want to wear it just on its own perhaps, without a coat, would be, I don't even know what to call this. But you're going to fold your rectangular scarf once, maybe just twice so that there's not too much bulk. Then you're going to wrap it around from the front again, give it a little space. This one is so easy but looks so elegant. Because it looks equally good with the jacket, but like I said, because you've eliminated a lot of the bulk, you can totally wear this style with just a sweater or a shirt like I am right now. This next one is great for when you want to wear a jacket closed and keep the scarf bundled up around your neck, so for warmth, but to make sure that it stays put. I would fold your scarf, depending on how wide it is, I've folded mine twice over on the vertical. Start with it open this way, outward. It's hard to describe this. And then make sure one side is shorter. Loop the long side around once, and this is almost like tying a men's tie. You take the longer piece, hang on. I really should have worn my hair up for this one. I do think it's important that the scarf goes underneath the short piece here to keep it all in place, but you're going to loop this guy through. Some people like to leave it like this. Anyway, so you're gonna stick this end piece under that other loop there. And now you've got this nice kind of secure, this feels so nice and cozy. It looks cool because it looks like you've done some really complicated things. Here's another one that you can wear without a jacket if you like. However, it would look good with a jacket if you have to throw it on as well. Leave the scarf completely open. Loop it around from the front. I take one corner of the scarf, tuck it under here, around almost like at the back of your neck on one side, and then you take bottom corner of the other side, tuck it under the back on the other side so that it stays. The blanket scarf, these were super popular and they still are. The first way to tie it is really inspired by this kind of Western neckerchief style. And I don't know about yours, but my blanket scarf is more like a rectangle. Like, I kind of wonder, did I get mixed up in the home section and buy an actual blanket? If yours is more like a square, turn it into a triangle. If you have it on the rectangle, then I would just take it on the diagonal. Corner at one end, corner on the opposite end, and then flip it over. So this way, you don't have a triangle, you've almost got 2 points here. I'm gonna take the 2 ends and then wrap them behind myself. Yes, there is a lot of material, but this is where you do all the fluffing and the zhuzhing. I just tuck this extra material under a little. I like how we can still see the ends here. This is another great one when you want to wear either your wool jacket or your moto jacket open, because we kind of want to see this detail here hanging out, right? There's enough length for this look to work. You can also do sort of a longer neckerchief, and this is actually my favorite because I feel like it's just a lot easier and doesn't take as much thinking. Leave it as a rectangle, don't fold it twice over or anything. Throw it around your neck, grab the 2 corners in front of you, give them a little tie. So now you've got your nice little knot. You're gonna give it a twist, and before you stick your head through, just remember to grab the excess material there and swing it around on the other side. Throw it over your head, and voila! You've got kind of a messy, nice, long, it's gonna, depending on the size of your scarf, nice long neckerchief effect. You can throw this over a coat. I love this especially when you can wear your coat open because it's nice and long and really fills in the space. Silk scarves, one of my favorites because they add so much to any outfit. One of my favorite ways to wear this is fold it into a triangle, and you're going to want to roll it a little to make it smaller into like a long rectangular shape. Now, instead of rolling from this end, from the top, normally the pattern is in the middle, and I want to see that beautiful color and pattern. So I'm going to start rolling instead from the top of the triangle down. However thick you want, totally up to you. Normally like anywhere between 2 and 3 inches is fine. So the first way to wear this is just with a simple knot. And I do this by taking one end of the scarf, kind of maybe like 3/4 down, and I create a really big loop, almost like I'm gonna tie a knot, but not pull it all the way through. Can you see? There we go. Because what we're gonna do is we're going to put it around our neck and use that hole to take the other end of the scarf and pull it through. And now you can tighten and adjust, remembering that you want to adjust the knot to wherever you want to bring attention to. The other way that I really like to wear this is just by shifting it to the side a little. So we get a little peek of the color and we still get these nice long ends of the scarf. All we did was turn the scarf and it's a completely different look. And then you can turn it all the way around and you have a really beautiful choker effect. Yes, you have these pieces hanging at your back, which I think is totally fine. To be completely honest, I think it actually adds a little bit of whimsy to your look. However, if you want to create a choker effect, then what I would do is start with one end and wrap the scarf around. Then you tie it, and you've wrapped it around enough that you've got excess scarf to kind of tuck this under. And then give it a little twist. And then you've got your choker style silk scarf. Finally, for this larger silk scarf, you can do the Western inspired look. You keep it in your triangle shape, and depending on the size of the handkerchief you want, you can take these ends and tie them underneath. Or you simply leave them as is and tie them at the back of your neck. This neckerchief kind of tie with the knot at the back is great when you're wearing just a very simple, basic long sleeve or short sleeve tee. I think this adds such a punch of fun and color. So that is what I have for you today. I know those were very kind of simple and no-brainer ways to fold and style scarves, but I'm always a fan of what's easy and not difficult to remember. That way we really do use what we have in our closets. If there is a way to tie a scarf that you find is easy to do when you're on the go and just want to add a little bit of panache to your look, please let me know in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I will be back next week with another slow fashion video. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao!